Get up, you son of a bitch! Cause Pawn's drunk loves ya.
Punch drunk, hungover. Wake up to the new me. Bye to my old self. Wake up to the new me.
Let's go. The beginning of the week. Drama.
Wake up to the new me.
What?
Bye to my old self.
Yeah.
Wake up to the new me.
What?
And they show no love.
What?
Punch drunk.
Let's get it ready!
Wake up to the new me.
What we gonna talk about? AJ Fury.
Wake up to the new
Errol Spence Jr. Skills get roasted. Amy and Shakur. Let's go. DJ, Camelo Alex on station. You already know.
Let's get it
This
ready!
is Paul Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Woo Shine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, a.k.a. El Sazón, a.k.a. El Borracho, a.k.a. Café Bustelo, a.k.a. El Pastor de Boxeo. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in this side of heaven. God bless you all. Woo! A lot of content, a lot of info, a lot of news. Yeah, man, let me give you the breakdown. Let me give you the rundown right quick. We're going to be talking about, yes, Errol the Tszyu Spence, been out the ring for 3 years, stepping right back in the ring versus Tim Tszyu from Australia. It's going to be in Australia, and we're going to be talking about why is that fight going to be in Australia if Errol the Tszyu Spence has been one of the best ticket sellers out of the American boxers. You know what I'm saying? Outside of Gervonta Tank Davis, I believe that Errol the Tszyu Spence is the second best seller. He's so good versus Daniel Garcia. He's so good versus Udenis Ugas. He's so good versus Terrence Buck Crawford. He did well versus Mikey Garcia. Why has he got to go all the way to the down under to fight Tim Tszyu, who has really looked inconsistent, but I believe it's a good fight for a comeback fight for Errol the Tszyu Spence. Also, we're going to be talking about breaking news. The fight, the heavyweight bout that the world been waiting for, especially the UK. We're going to be talking about Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. Supposed to be happening in the fourth quarter, but there's always a but when it comes to Turkey Al-Sheikh, who's done a wonderful job for the most part. But one of the pet peeves that I got with Turkey Al-Sheikh is that he wants to put the great fights, but he puts a hurdle. He always puts the in-between fights when we don't need the in-between fights. That's the reason why the boxing world was frustrated with these boxers and these promoters, because they're giving us fights that we don't need. We don't need AJ versus whoever's going to be fighting next. We need that AJ and Tyson Fury because we don't want nobody to throw the monkey wrench like Andy Ruiz threw the monkey wrench when we were supposed to have Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder, the undisputed. We don't want somebody to throw the monkey wrench because what we wanted was the rematch between Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia. But Turkey Al-Sheikh said, wait a minute, let's go to Times Square. Let's shut the city down. Let's have Ryan Garcia versus Rolly. Let's have Devin versus Ramirez. And then a monkey wrench was thrown. Right? We don't need that. Even there's some fights that could happen, but the momentum is not the same. Let's remember, we were supposed to have Zab Judah versus Floyd Mayweather, but then Zab Judah fought Baltimore, and then he lost to Baltimore. But yeah, we still have the Zab Judah versus Mayweather, but the momentum was kind of, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't the same hype. It wasn't the same hype to the same magnitude. Let's also not forget that we were supposed to have the undisputed between Alexander Usyk versus Tyson Fury, which we did have. But leading up to it, we should have never had no Tyson Fury versus Francis Ngannou. Francis Ngannou, a novice, dropped Tyson Fury, and then it just wasn't the same energy. It wasn't the same energy. Shout out to High. Dime loco, los 2 pesos de plátano. If it's moonshine, gotta be great. The keep of objectivity in the sport of boxing. Let's go high low. Let's go high low. If you haven't become a member to the channel, join high low and the rest of them, and join the channel. Join and become a member. Support, loyal support. Shout out to the loyal supporters in the building. Shout out to the loyal support in the building. Good looking out. Good looking out. A lot of things happening in the sport of boxing. Mike Coppinger, Ring Magazine reported that that Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney is in pre-military. What'd you call it? Pre-military. What was the word? You already know that English is my second language. In discussion for a fight, Shakur Stevenson just came out and said, "Nah, man," he just debunked that right quick. He said, "Fake news, fake news." Nah, I don't know nothing about no damn Devin Haney negotiations. Let me tell y'all what Shakur Stevenson, the 4th division world champion, tweeted right after they reported that he's in negotiations with Devin the Dream Haney. Preliminary. That's the word. Preliminary. He said, "I know fans like to get excited and they could play with y'all heads and manipulate y'all easily, but that rumor is cap. For the second time, I haven't heard one word about that. I don't know what they trying to cover up or disguise, but for me and my team, we haven't heard ish. Fake news. Shakur Stevenson, that him and negotiating with Devin the Dream Haney is fake news. Yet, that's a fight that I think is perfect for Devin Haney. Is a perfect for Shakur Stevenson. It's great timing. I think it will sell out. It will sell out any arena in the East Coast. It will do good in Vegas. It will do very, very good. Now, stylistically, the matchup stylistically is not a fight that I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to see the action. No, but the names ring bells. Both of these guys is accomplished. Devin Haney's a 3 division world champion, undisputed, former undisputed in the lightweight division. Shakur Stevenson just came out probably with the best win of his generation in beating Teofimo Lopez. When Teofimo Lopez had great momentum, he was the king in the 140-pound division. Shakur Stevenson stepped up. Madison Square Garden, sold out crowd. A moment that both of these guys been waiting for, dreaming about, and it was a great. Both of these guys in their prime. Both of these guys was in great shape. No excuses from Tio. No excuses from Shakur. And you know what? Shakur Stevenson, masterclass performance, basically just beat Teofimo Lopez with a jab. I couldn't even believe it. I was even surprised. I was even shocked. Not shocked that Shakur Stevenson performed well. I was just shocked that he only beat him with one hand. It looked like that. It really looked like Shakur Stevenson had one hand behind his back and just beat him with a jab. That's my guy. Tio's my guy to take over. How you gonna let Tio gonna let Shakur Stevenson just take over like that? But I always said, if you're familiar with the channel, I said when the smoke clears, I said it was going to be Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez. Of course, I would like to see all these guys mix it up. But I think that Shakur Stevenson got the best intellect out of all of them. All of it is going to be a great fight. I thought it was going to be more competitive. I think that Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson is going to be competitive. I think it's going to be. I think that Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney is going to be a little like. I think it's going to be a little like the Loma versus Haney, but less action. And that's why I'm like, I mean, these two guys like two guys that they don't take too much risks. They too defensively sound that even when they do good offensively, they still don't go all out. Even Shakur Stevenson, people were saying, "Damn, you should have gone all out." Even Andre Ward said, "You got an opportunity to stop Teofimo Lopez. Should have gone all out." And Shakur Stevenson, in that interview after the fight, days after the fight, that says, "Nah, man, Teofimo Lopez was still a live dog. I was not gonna take the risks. Almost like Devin Haney. Devin Haney could have stopped Regis Prograis. Devin Haney could have stopped Brian Oman Jr., in my opinion. But he just, it's like one thing about Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, both of these guys are high-tech boxing. Very, very skillful. But in my opinion, none of them are killers. At least I got to see one killer versus the other one. You know what I'm saying? It's like Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd. We know that Manny Pacquiao was a killer. We know that Floyd Mayweather used to be one, but he changed his style. But at least we want to see at least one guy that's a killer. We don't got to see two guys with the same skill set, because at the end of the day, that doesn't make the best matchup. You know what I'm saying? They don't got to look this. They don't got to be the same. And I think that Shakur and Devin Haney have the same mentality. You know what I'm saying? Almost the same mentality. High, low, dímelo con los dos pesos de plátano. Teofimo Lopez, the lottery boy, is coming. Yeah, we never know what we're going to get with Teo, because I was very surprised in his last fight. I was very surprised. But if there's any fighter that I'm not a betting man, but if there's any fighter that I will bet on that rise to the occasion and will prove the people wrong once again, it will be Teofimo Lopez. We seen it with the hiccup he had with George Cambosa, came right back, beat Josh Taylor. We seen the hiccup, and you know what? In the Times Square, he did pretty good. As a matter of fact, he looked like damn man, better than Shakur Stevenson versus Ona Barbosa in Times Square. I just didn't know why he performed like that. I don't know. But anyway, it is what it is. Moving forward, hopefully Teofimo Lopez does sign a lucrative deal or a great situation deal. We're probably going to be with Sufa, probably going to get the Ryan Garcia fight, probably going to get a tune-up. We're going to see. Hopefully the Teofimo Lopez is out there in the UK chopping it up with Terrence Bud Crawford. Hey, man, we like to see the kumbaya in the sport of boxing as well. As much as people love drama, right? Like, people be like, hey, yo, why T.O.'s all quiet and stuff like that? Well, why Terrence Bud Crawford is quiet too? I mean, he gets the opportunity to do what you feel should be done to T.O., and every time they on face-to-face, they all cool and stuff like that. So it's always kumbaya. Anyway, what else we got? What else we got that we're gonna be talking about in the sport of boxing? So yeah, we got this. Turki Al-Sheikh did announce the fight earlier on today. I did a video about it. Go check out the video when you get the time. Turki Al-Sheikh did tweet it to my friends in Great Britain. This is happening, my friends. It is signed. I took the hands of Anthony Joshua. I took the hands of Tyson Fury. I said, here's the pen. And I wrote the signature myself. No more ducking. No more avoiding. Turki Al-Sheikh been hearing the rumbles, bruh. Turki Al-Sheikh been hearing the rumbles. He said, you guys think that I put their money out of boxing? I am the king. I take my time. There's a war in my country. Relax. I'd give you what you want. I'd give you what you need. Oh, man. Wakanda would never fight each other. I don't know, but hopefully they get that fight together. Even Turki Al-Sheikh feels like Shakur Stevenson is the best 147-pounder too. Yeah. That's what he says. We know that Richardson Hitchens out there sparring with Shakur Stevenson. You know, Richardson Hitchens in the 147-pound division. Teo moved up to the 147-pound division. Shakur should just move up, in my opinion. Shakur should just move up, man. I think he has a great chance in defeating Devin Haney. I think it's going to be a hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? And Devin Haney probably has the... Hey, yo, I say if Devin Haney beat Shakur Stevenson, that would be a great win, bro. That would probably be the best win of this generation now. Hopefully, Gervonta Tank Davis get back in the mix. We hear that he's going to be fighting probably Rolly Romero this summer. Hopefully, he gets back in the ring. But first, before Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury gets in the ring in the fourth quarter, we're going to see this July 25th out there in the UK. Hey, yo, there's a lot of things happening in the July 25th. Errol Spence versus Tim Tszyu is supposed to be July 25th out there. So it's going to be, hey, yo, it's going to be a great July 25th. The comeback, AJ versus Brega. I hope that Prega does not throw the monkey wrench. We've seen it before, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen it before out here in New York City, Madison Square Garden, where Andy Ruiz threw the monkey wrench. There's a lot of monkey wrenches that have been thrown in the sport of boxing. A lot of monkey wrenches. Of course, people also talking about the ladies. The ladies. But when it comes to the self-proclaimed GOAT, oh my God, she has been the butt of everybody's joke. It don't matter if it's hip-hop. It don't matter if it's boxing. It don't matter if it's fashion. What in the hell Claressa Shields was wearing? She looked like damn Barney and Kate on K2. Yo, all the money she talking about. I got $8 million. I got $8 million. You better buy yourself a stylist. Where the hell you go shopping at? Huh? What the hell you wearing? Hey, yo, and like I said in the video, man, I got to blame Papoose. I think it's time for us to blame the man. Hey, yo, my brother, how you going to let this woman go out like that? You old enough, ground her. Ground her. You should be sending her up. You should be the one sending her upstairs, bruh. You punished. But, you know, he's a gigolo. He's a gigolo. He a gigolo. We're going to be talking about how she got pressed. Not pressed, but how she got roasted. Indirectly roasted. I didn't even think it was easy. I didn't even think that Cheryl Underwood wanted to roast her, but it was just easy. Just want it because, and then you hear the crowd, the whole crowd knows it. And I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. Give me a sec. I'm talking about this. I'm talking about this.
Are you single? No, I'm with Papoose. Papoose upstairs right now? Papoose, right here. Like,
I don't know who the hell Papoose is. She don't know your business like that. This, and I'm going to tell you, like, see, you see that attitude? Hold on. You see that attitude? I seen that attitude in action, folks. I seen that attitude in action. I seen that attitude in Madison Square Garden. I believe when Amanda Serrano was facing Cruz, I think Alicia Baumgartner was in that card as well. And the top rank people, she wanted to get to a seat. And she was like, they don't, man, they be acting up. They don't show respect to the women. They don't show respect to me and all that. I seen that same attitude when I was in Las Vegas and I was doing media. I was doing media work for the Charlo versus Canelo Alvarez. And it was the weigh-in, and she came in with her fiance, and there was no seats, right? And she like, I'm Claressa Shields to the media people, to the people that handle the promotional media and stuff like that, to see everybody and stuff like that. And excuse me, move, ma'am. She like, you don't know who I am? Yes, but move. You know. She like, yo, they don't know how to treat me. Move. And then when she turned around and they put her in the corner, they put her and her fiance in the corner. They ain't even give her a seat. They were like, man, we hate that bitch. I hate that. Yeah. Yo, the chicks from that works for the promotional company, I think it was CGB or whatever. Nobody likes her attitude. She feels like everybody should know something about her, or like, I'm the GOAT. You're the self-proclaimed GOAT. Huh? Nobody respect your toxic attitude. Nobody, hey, yo, I seen it in the action, folks. I'm dead serious. I seen it in the action. I ain't lying. Tell anybody that day. And people was laughing. Yeah, I was laughing because I even had some good seats. I said, yeah, go. Mueva esa mujer. Get the hell out of here, too. I was laughing. She was begging for some tickets. She was tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. I dare you. Tell me I'm lying. Because, yo, Claressa Shields likes to say, everybody's lying, all these bloggers and all these YouTubers and all that. Ain't nobody lying. Nobody never told a lie. You just in a delusional state of mind that you think that everything, you think that the truth is a lie. You live in the opposite world. Come on now. It's when people say, hey, yo, Papoose is married. Are they lying? Nah, everybody, here's a divorce. And you've been saying divorce for almost 2 years. Hey, yo, the man is not divorced. Ain't nobody lying on you. When people say that you don't got no power because you don't get no knockouts, I got power. I could be men. And then they put a video of this. Hold on, give me a sec. Hold on. Hold on. I could beat man. I could beat man. I could beat man.
Oh.
Then you get mad. Ain't nobody lying on you. When we was talking about the $8 million, when you went everywhere, I got $8 million, $8 million. And then in the CBS Good Morning America interview, you was like, we just threw a number out there. Ain't nobody lying. Hey, matter of fact, you should look in the mirror and tell yourself that you're lying. You should tell that person in the mirror and say, you a liar. Huh? Because ain't nobody lying on you. You got no power. You don't get no knockouts. You disrespect the pioneers, You disrespect Layla Ali, the ones that paid for you and looked out for you. Your family talk ish about you. Am I lying? Your whole family talk ish about you. And we lying. Nobody lying on you, woman. Everybody telling you the truth. You just looking stupid out here. Now you the butt of the joke. Yes, you the algorithm. Yes, you are the algorithm. And guess what? If you're a boxing content creator, if you got an account on IG, an account on Twitter, an account on what else? TikTok and stuff like that, you the algorithm. Or goddamn, I'm gonna be talking about Claressa because she the algorithm. But at least this. At least, I'm a boxing channel talking about a boxer, though. I ain't no clout chasing. I know there's some other accounts, there's some other YouTubers and stuff like that never talk about women boxing, that never talk about Claressa Shields, that never talk about Alicia Baumgartner, that never talk about Michaela Mayers and the Jessica McCaskill, Cecilia Breakers, and Amanda Serrano. All that I know who's trying to capitalize off it. But here in Punch Drunk Boxing, we talk women boxing as well since day one. And everybody that been following the channel, you can just check the archives. I've been very consistent. I've been one of those guys that give a lot of props to Claressa Shields. Even when people telling me, man, she's just toxic, she got a bad attitude. Even when I was calling her a queen, people try to come to my channel calling her disgusting. And I was having debates. And Claressa Shields ain't had no problem with that. She ain't gave no little Punch Drunk Boxing any props about that. But now, even the way, matter of fact, I think my videos is therapeutic. I think my videos about Claressa Shields is actually therapeutic. Savage in the building, right, Savage? Right, Savage? If you really listen to the videos, actually therapeutic. I'm giving gems. You know what I'm saying? I'm letting her know what to do. You feel me? But nah, when you blind, when love is blind, and it can take over your mind. Come on now. Man, they was roasting you. Put it this way. I said it before. I said it's gotten to the point that now your boxing career is in the back burner. And I'm gonna give you another example. And once again, they dropped the ball. And I'm gonna hold now, just like I'm gonna hold Papusi. Papusi, come downstairs out of me though. Come downstairs right now. Hey, yo, you a man. Hey, yo, we giving this man a pass right now. No. We giving this man a pass. Hey, yo, Papoose, you came into the sport of boxing. You're gonna get flamed. Just like every other promoter, every other entity, just like a manager get flamed, just like Rick Majorian get flamed with the Virgil Ortiz situation, just like Al Heyman get flamed with the PBC, just like Eddie Hearn gets props and flame, just like Oscar De La Hoya gets props and flame, just like Bob Arum get props and flame, even Turkey Al-Sheikh gets his little criticism and stuff like that. So, Lee, you want to come to the sport of boxing, you won't get that flame. Hey, yo, my man, Papoose, hey, yo, check this woman, bro. Check that brand, bro. Because you're doing a disservice to this woman, bro. She was known, and look, whether you're a fan or not, she was known to be arguably the greatest. Everybody paid attention to Claressa. She was the boxer. She's a laughingstock because of you, my brother. You went to the Black Effect Podcast Festival, and y'all ain't even talk about boxing. So look at all the videos about her, folks. Has nothing to do with boxing. Claressa Shields even said in one live, what's going to be her next fight? Where it might be in Detroit, it might be in Atlanta. Where was the Black Effect Festival podcast at? In Atlanta. That was your opportunity, Papoose and Claressa Shields, to talk about. We're going to be right here in my next fight and promote to all the people in Atlanta. I'm going to be right here in my next fight. Next opponent is going to be the best. We bringing that Detroit flavor to Atlanta, blah, blah, blah. And you should be promoting boxing. So everybody in that festival could pay attention to boxing. But every video, every chopped up edit video that came out of that festival is about you being single, really. And Papoose still being married. Nobody talks about boxing when it comes to you. You're losing the opportunity. And Papoose, you signed this woman. You signed this, win records. What are y'all doing? Hey, yo, keep your damn mouth out the pubic hairs and stuff like that. Hey, yo, and promote her as a fighter, you dummy. I don't want to hear no rippity-rippy and rippity-rappy, okay? Promote that woman at least. She looking dumb out here because of you, bro. No. We giving this man a pass already, bro. I'm tired of that. We giving this man a pass. Yeah, she's the laughing stock. Yeah, she got a little bad. Yeah, she got an attitude. She toxic and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, hey, yo, she's more great than Papoose. She's more great in boxing than Papoose was on the mic. My man, hey, yo, you a man. Yo, stop acting like a damn beta male, bro. That's it. Another man got to tell another man, stop acting like a beta male. Hey, yo. So, stop letting this woman be out there and get embarrassed by the whole world. Be a man, bro. If she's dressed like that, hey, yo, tell her, hey, yo, woman, get back upstairs, bro. Be a man. Yo, get back upstairs. Stop looking like a clown because you represent me, all right? Let's change this shit up. As a matter of fact, let's go to the Louis Vuitton store, and I'm going to pick something out for you so you can dress up nice so I could look good, too. Maldito Palomo. No, yeah. You from New York, too? We known for fashion. You can't even teach this girl a little bit. You don't even got to be a woman to know that she's looking like damn like a crackhead Barney out there. No, we got to keep it real. We got to keep it real, bro. Yeah, because he come to my world now. Now he gonna get the praise and the criticism as well. When y'all sell good job winning records, good job to need a promotion. You're doing a hell of a job out there in Detroit. But guess what? Her brand is taking a hit. Nobody talks about boxing when it comes to Claressa Shields anymore. They talk about, yo, dumbass. And then, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, she looking dumb out here, bro. She looking dumb. Y'all think that these numbers gonna translate to support. It is not, bro. Matter of fact, hey, yo, win records as a leader promotion as Claressa Shields. What platform do y'all fight in? What? I know y'all looking on. What platform, ladies and gentlemen, what platform do Claressa Shields fight in? You supposed to even promote the zone. You're supposed to promote the zone so people could subscribe to the zone. So by the time that you fight, you're supposed to be out there in Atlanta. And you know what? Promoting the zone, your next fight that is going to be in Atlanta. Infiltrate yourself with that community because you're from Detroit. Yeah, you probably got a house in Atlanta. And talk up about the fight. Talk up about women boxing, women empowerment. There was nothing about Claressa Shields that talked about women boxing. Every time Amanda Serrano goes somewhere, it's about women boxing. When Katie Taylor goes somewhere, it's about women boxing. Well, Alicia Baumgartner goes somewhere, it's about women boxing. Tierra Brown had an interview yesterday, it's about women boxing. You know what I'm saying? Ellie Scottney is about women boxing. Every woman that get a damn mic in the damn mouth, they talk about women boxing. And this woman, I'm with Papoose. Shut the F up. You not with Papoose. The man is still married, you stupid. You dummy. He married, you stupid. Wake up already, man. Wake up. I mean, like, it's fun. You know, it's all good, cracking the jokes. I'm comedic and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's looking damn sad already, bro. It's just easy. It's easy. You giving me content. You giving me ammo. But damn, bro. I'm looking at it like, yo, why you, hey, yo, Pap, your woman is cuckoo, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know that. So how about you protect her, bro? You protect her. You signed her, bro. You signed her so her brand could take a hit. And ain't nobody talking about it, bro. Hey, yo, the Breakfast Club, y'all supposed to be real. Hey, yo, Charlamagne, hey, yo. I like how Charlamagne said, yo, Papoose is upstairs. Tell that woman the truth, bro. You build your career off telling people the truth in their face. Huh? You tell P. Diddy something in his face. You would tell baby something in his face, bro. You would keep it real, bro. You build your career of controversial. Why you so scared to tell Claressa Shields, hey, yo, shut the F up, man. Remy Ma, they still married and stuff like you looking dumb out here. What is it? I think that Charlamagne probably is effing her too. I think so. Because it's kind of weird, folks. It's weird. It's weird that y'all can't ask the simple question y'all can ask anybody else. You kept it real with Kanye West. You can't keep it real with Claressa Shields? Huh? Is she giving y'all la mamada, la mamada, la mamada, la mamada, la mamada, or something like that? For real. Shout out to Cheryl Underwood. Ask a simple question. Are you single? I went Papoose. That's not what she asked you, stupid. She ain't asked you who you rolled up here with. She ain't asked you who gave you the ride. She ain't asked you the Uber driver. She ain't asked you who held your hand and walked you to the stage. And matter of fact, why you not in that stage with your woman? Why you not on that stage with your woman? You know these questions about it. You got to answer those questions, my brother, because she's not supposed to answer those questions. This man is letting this woman, why did you sign her so her brand could take a hit, my brother? That's why it's a conflict of interest, man. It's a conflict of interest. It's a conflict of interest. Hopefully she wakes up and boom, once she wakes up, she out of there. But in the end of the day, folks, I don't gotta like the character and the personality of Claressa Shields. I think her skill set is good for the sport of for the women boxing. Yet, I also believe there's no more opponents left for Claressa Shields. It happens. It happens. Maybe Claressa Shields was too good, especially in her weight classes, that, you know what I'm saying? It happens to certain athletes. You know, you was just too good in your time, in your respective division. Now you got to come back down. You can't even promote Lauren Price. Nobody's even asking you about Lauren Price. Every, like I said again, every content, every edit, wherever appearance she get, even when she's do cutting alive, everybody laughing at you. You yo woman, wake up. And I know you trying to put this front. No, the more you put the front, the more funny it is. Why? And I'm going to keep on saying that she's in position to motivate a lot of people and inspire a lot of people. I don't know why. I said from day one when she fought Lanny Daniels that she's a distracted woman. And at least leading up to that fight, look, even leading up, and I'm going to tell you how much of a distraction it was. Her movie flopped. She knows the movie flopped. It did $8 million. The budget was $12 million. They didn't even break even. Leading up to the movie, in Christmas, leading up to the movie, this is when they actually was having that little, I'm with Papoose or whatever. When you dealing with a married man. When you supposed to inspire women, empower women so they could go and look at your movie, you turned off a lot of people. What this woman doing? You couldn't even, Papoose couldn't even protect his woman from that. From a biopic. We just had, shout out to Michael Jackson, had one of the greatest biopic, the greatest biopic ever. It flopped because your character flopped. Your movie flopped because leading up to your movie, your character flopped. You went from a woman that was engaged, and people respected you in the ring. People respected your relation. People respected Claressa Shields outside of the ring. Her relationship, yes, she has a attitude that is not everybody likes, but she had a fan base that understood that attitude, that understood that chip on her shoulder, right? Now it's full-blown arrogance. It's full-blown delusion. And now, ever since that, and then even in the weigh-in, even in the weigh-in leading us to the Lanny Daniel fight, is the tattoo, is the Papoose tattoo. You work your ass off. Hey, Claressa Shields, you telling me that you work your butt off. Everything you had to do, everything you had to work, survive and all. So it could all be fogged up by a 50-year-old has been. Let's be real. His career is done. He don't have a rap career. That's it. Never had a hit. He ain't going to have a hit now, bro. He's in the... Hey, anybody did an interview with him on the Black Effect Festival? Anybody cared? He done. And you gonna let this man lead you. If Papoose would have stayed in the cut, do his business, just do his business, and it would have looked like a great move. It would have like, hey, yo, Papoose is doing something in the sport of boxing. But now it's like, oh, she only signed with you because you was hitting it. That's it. You could have looked good in signing that. And, oh, okay, you got this artist. You dealing with artists. You got the Claressa Shields. You got one of the primary women fighters and stuff like that. And sticks with boxing. People would have seen you in a different light. People would, as a matter of fact, if she wasn't dealing with Claressa, if he wasn't dealing with Claressa Shields romantically and post his breakup with Remy Ma, he would have looked like, hey, yo, Remy, oh, why you leaving Papoose? Papoose is doing big things. Look, hey. He's doing big things. He's transitioning to sports, but the relationship is what, or the romantic relationship, whatever y'all have, y'all both looking bad. Hey, yo, both of them are Papoose and Claressa. Both of them are killing each other's respect in their respective field. It's whack. Why? At this point, people should be calling you some type of a legend. Now you a laughing stock. You never been a laughing stock, Papoose. And your girl, she never, I mean, a lot of people didn't like her, but a lot of people did respect her. But she wasn't a laughing stock either. She wasn't. People didn't laugh and joke on her. Now she wears something. When she open up her mouth, when she wears something, when she don't get a knockout, everything now is a full-blown comedic relief. And Papoose is nowhere to protect this, to protect the brand. Protect the brand. Protect the brand. Right, folks?
Papa whooped 50 ass. He beat out 50 Cent. Papa whooped 50 Cent ass.
You're a child, bro. It looked like you dealing with a child. Yeah, she could be 30, but her mind is very, very, very 13, 14-year-old little ratchet chick from the block. My man will whip you. My man gonna fight you, man. They 50-year-old. They close to see. They what 10 years from senior citizen. What are you talking about? Hey, you beta male, stop coming to my channel saying, why you talking about this beautiful black woman? Like that. Stop it. And stop clout chasing. Stop clout chasing. And to see, she's a little opportunist as well. Stop clout chasing. Chrisean Rock. Don't clout chase her now. You wasn't tweeting about her. You wasn't talking about her before her fight. You ain't say nothing about her before her fight. And now look at Claressa Shields trying to jump in, trying to clout chase, huh? Trying to clout chase. How about you show the same respect to the professional women? Look, Claressa Shields, congrats. Chrisean Malone, I see all the hard work you put in. Keep it up. Hey, yo, Claressa Shields, why don't you tweet that to Alicia Baumgartner after her fight? Hey, yo, Claressa Shields, why don't you tweet that after Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor after their fight that has put women boxing at the highest that it's ever been? Huh? Why you don't give them props? I mean, the whole woman card just happened. No. You downplay all the professional women. Oh, but look at you trying to clout chase Chrisean Rock. Look at you. Hey, yo, Chrisean, she don't respect you. She just clout chasing you. Don't give this Rockwaller no props either. She goes, I appreciate it, champ. I got a lot of work on. I got so much respect for you, dog. This lane take a lot of everything, and you got to build for it. She don't respect you. Chrisean, she just using you. She never said nothing. Trust me, I'm a boxing content creator. I watch everything that this woman has been doing lately. That's why I could do the content that I'm doing. She ain't say nothing about you leading up to your fight. She did not support you. Don't even repost because if you would have lost, hey yo, I'm gonna tell you like this. If she would have lost, Claressa Shields would have never said nothing about her. Claressa Shields would have never said nothing about her, never tweeted nothing because she didn't do it before. When she was looking for a trainer, why you ain't help this woman out? Since you all about her inspiration. You know who helped her out? Actually, the guy that many people say doesn't like women, abuse women and stuff like that. The guy that actually helped out this young lady was Gervonta Tank Davis. And Gervonta Tank Davis didn't even use her for clout. He hooked her up with Calvin Ford, the trainer, and Gervonta Tank Davis could have easily promoted this, clout chased this. He stayed in the cut. Nobody knows. If you ain't know too deep about the sport of boxing and the situation, nobody know that it was Gervonta Tank Davis that hooked her up with his trainer. Claressa is an internet bully. Yeah, and I don't know what she is. But she's clout chasing this young lady now. Where were you when she was on her downfall? Where were you, Claressa? Oh, now she a winner. Now you want to clout chase and tweet about her. Hey, yo, go check out. If I'm lying, go check out all her recent tweets about Chrisean Rock. Go check her out. Clout chasing. Smash that like. She said. She couldn't help it because she too busy cheating on best. Yeah, she too busy with Papusi. But speaking about that, we're gonna go right back to that situation. But speaking about Errol Spence versus Tim Tszyu, I don't understand why Errol Spence is trying to go out there to Australia. But in the end of the day, boxing is a world sport, and you can go all over the world and box. I just would have figured out that Errol Spence been doing it very, very well out here in not out here, but in Dallas, Texas, doing stadiums, having the numbers, having great pay-per-view in this frame of time, you know what I'm saying, in the present time, in the landscape of boxing and pay-per-view and stuff like that. You could see, Errol Spence has been having decent pay-per-view numbers. I wouldn't know why he's going to go out there in Australia versus Tim Tszyu. If Tim Tszyu was winning and undefeated and really ringing bells, even out there, then I would have understand. But in the end of the day, we've seen Keith Thurman go out there in Australia. He did his thing, but came right back and got pummeled by Sebastian Fundora. Tim Tszyu has the opportunity to end an era, right? So I think it's a great fight. I think it is the level of the playing field because, yes, Tim Tszyu has looked inconsistent, but Errol Spence is coming after a 3-year layoff. I think the style mesh up to a good fight. I think it's going to go to it's not going to go 12 rounds in my opinion. I think both of these guys going to land some punches. I think Errol Spence got a better pedigree. But defensively, I always was a little bit critical of Errol Spence's defense. He's always stayed in line. He's very predictable. You know what I'm saying? But Tim Tszyu is very predictable, and that's the reason why I'm going to give Errol Spence the edge. I think there's more wear and tear on Tim Tszyu. Yeah, a lot of people are going to remember how Errol Spence lost to Bud Crawford, but I think there's more wear and tear on Tim Tszyu. I think that Errol Spence is rejuvenated, in my opinion. I'm slightly going with Errol Spence in this fight. But yeah, again, with the Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua situation, I'm a little bit, as much as people want to be like, oh, great news, yeah, but I just don't like this in between fight. I don't think the in-between fight was needed, in my opinion, because I think for the most part, there's too many a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, they throw in a monkey wrench, you know what I'm saying? And AJ, I don't know if he's the perfect guy to secure the bag. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. He lost to Danny Dubois. He's lost to Usyk. He lost to Andy Ruiz. Every time when there's about to be a big fight, yeah, he beat Ottawa Lean for the potential fight with him and Deontay Wilder. And Deontay Wilder, he messed up the bag. But that's what I'm talking about. Why is Turkey out shake? If you could get these guys to sign to a fight, why are you always giving this in between fights? Even on your watch, on Turkey out shake's watch, that he's seen the monkey wrench been thrown with Deontay Wilder losing to Joseph Parker, with Ryan Garcia losing to Rolly Romero. You know what I'm saying? He's been. Why would you let this take place? I don't know. I really don't know. I think yes, I'm happy that they signed, but as we've seen in the past, we seen Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney sign, that didn't come through fruition. We seen Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua sign, that didn't come through fruition. So I don't even know how happy I should be about this news. I don't know. What y'all think about it? What y'all think? Should I be happy about this news? I don't know. Teofimo Lopez is not going to be in the 140-pound division. He's not going to be fighting Delgado in 140. He's going to go to the 147-pound division. News is going to come out very, very soon on what he's going to do next. But he is not going to be fighting in 140. T.O.'s going to go to 147 where everybody else is at. Hopefully gets a great match. Maybe going to get a tune-up, in my opinion. I would hate to think that Claressa Shields linking up with Chrisean is equivalent to bottom. I don't want that woman. Yo, I can't believe that I don't follow that chick a lot. I mean, she does go viral, and a lot of people, you can see on the reels, it does shows up on threads and stuff like that. I have more, and I said this before, I have more of a soft spot for Chrisean than a Claressa Shields. I'm actually, how this is how bad Claressa Shields' reputation has taken a hit. That you could see online that Chrisean Rock has more respect than Claressa Shields. That's how bad it got for Claressa Shields. That's how bad her reputation has gotten. All because of Papoose. All because of Papoose situation. All because he can't secure her, because the thing that she's looking dumb is because of his situation. His situation has overwhelmed her greatness. The first thing you think about Claressa Shields is she's a side chick to Papoose. That's it. That is the first thing that pops in everybody else's mind. Look at Cheryl Underwood. Was a question: are you single? And it became like I said in the beginning when we was talking about it. It became about everything other than boxing. Everything other than boxing. I came with Papoose. You see, it was embarrassing. She was embarrassed, but I don't know. I don't even know that she's embarrassed. I don't even think that she just, maybe she feels like everybody knows her, or her situation, or her relationship. But guess who? Shout out to Cheryl Underwood. I see that she now follows me. Shout out to Cheryl Underwood. Because see, that's one thing. She's a comedian. She's going to take this. Cheryl Underwood is going to take this information. If Cheryl Underwood, and she's uncut. She uncut. You know what I'm saying? She's one of the best ever. So if she sensed that Claressa was very serious in her response, and she gets all the information about Remy Ma and all that stuff, she gonna roast her. You think I'm roasting her? You think I'm roasting her? He said, where is the rest of the interview? Which one? Think about it. But look at the question right here, ladies and gentlemen. Look, this is my point right here. This is also my point. Hold on. Let me take this thing out of the way. This is also my point. Shout out to Kendra. He said, where is the rest of the interview? That's my point. Where is the rest of the interview? The only thing that people chop up that is going everywhere was that part right here, right? This part. Give me a second.
Are you single? No, I'm with Papoose. Papoose upstairs right now. Papoose, right here. Like,
even if we don't see the whole interview, where is the people chopping it up about she's going to perform here in Atlanta next? Who's going to be her next opponent? Talking boxing. How does it feel about still being the only woman to get the 2 gold medalists in USA boxing and stuff like that? Like, really go out there and always reinvent yourself or let the new people because now people are paying attention to you. There's a whole nother community that now paying attention to you. See, when it was women boxing, it was just the combat world. It was the boxing fans paying attention to you. And even the men was not paying attention to the women like that. So now the men are paying attention to the women. Now you got the hip hop community coming into, yo, what is this? What are these women? Who are these women now? You know what I'm saying? And now it's your job to reintroduce yourself. Because now they're massive of the hip hop community now paying attention. But you ain't talking about boxing. And you was in Atlanta where you said that you may have your fight. And nothing was promoted. And Papoose, who is win records, you supposed to be promoting Claressa. You supposed to say, we're going to be here, State Farm Arena. Hey, yo, it's going to be a great event. Can't wait to come back. We're going to be back in a couple of months. You know what I'm saying? Y'all supposed to be promoting. And look what's being promoted. She's too much into his ass hair, and he's too much into they're forgetting their job. They're forgetting their job. Look at even when she was live. She was live yesterday, right? And this is the most embarrassing part. Like, they're not even embarrassed. Like, I'm thinking that it's just Claressa Shields, but this dude is embarrassing too. It's embarrassing. Can't believe that I gotta say and I gotta talk about this dude. He's embarrassed, my brother. I'm man to man, yo, you embarrassing right now, bro. You embarrassing this woman. Yo, she does a live. She goes to the house. She goes upstairs. Hey, Tat, they saying in the chat, where you at upstairs? And then he goes, yeah. What they saying, I'm upstairs? Listen to what he said. This is what I noticed. I noticed already on the Vlad TV interview. I said, this guy's kind of like, oh, I used to think just because he could put words together, he's a wordsmith when it comes to rap. Right. And he's a good rapper, right? He is a good rapper, underground rapper. He's very clever with the word. You would think that he's intellectual. And I was thinking about that early on when I was driving today. And I said, that's the reason why I always gave him the benefit of the doubt. And I think that's the reason why people gave him the benefit of the doubt, because he still raps in what people deem the essence of hip hop and highly respectable and could put the words together. So you would think that he's intellectual, but in all reality, just because you sound smart rapping, that doesn't mean you are smart. Just because you sound, it's almost like I said in the video earlier, just because a rapper raps about pushing drugs, he never was a dealer. Or if you're talking about gangster shit, he's really not a gangster, right? So he was always pretending to be smart, in my opinion. And I could tell the more that you speak, the more that you expose yourself who you really are. So when at Vlad TV, I'm like, all right, he sound kind of, the way that he's answering is kind of, the way that he laughing. You know, you saw the picture that 50 Cent put up. I'm like, this guy's he's kind of sick, school bus 6-seater type of, you know what I'm saying? And then when she did the live yesterday, and she's like going upstairs, Papoose is upstairs, and listen to it. Go, oh, Papoose is upstairs. They saying in the chat that you upstairs and stuff like that. Yeah. They saying I'm upstairs. What, you live? Stupid. She just said that you live. She just said that, oh, I'm live. I'm not gonna. They say that you upstairs in the chat, and I'm not gonna show your face. And then he proceeded to say, "Are you live?" She just said that she's live. That she was live. Stupid. And then he goes, "You stupid, you crazy, you stupid." What, my brother? If I were you, why don't you go live and clean up all this mess? Why don't you go live and clean up the mess? Why she's getting roasted by everybody? All right, put it this way, ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to protect her because that's who you with romantically. Protect her because that's a talent that you sign. Just like every promotional company, manager company, they protect their investment. Just like what PBC tries to do with Gervonta Tank Davis when he's going through what he's going through. You see that other dude? Look, if you notice when Gervonta Tank Davis gets arrested, he's around this big, tall guy, 6'4" dude. That he's the one that's like a public, he's the one that cleans shit up for Gervonta Tank Davis. When you had Connor Ben tested for positive and his brand and his character takes a hit, you got Eddie Hearn and his team doing everything they can to fix it. The publicist, you know what I'm saying? Publicists and all that stuff, right? PR, you gotta fix that. Every artist get that. Every invested artist get that. You try to clean up their mess because you're protecting your investment. Papoose does none of that. That's the embarrassing part. Like, all right, you're in a romantic, either you protect her because that's your woman or protect her because that's your brand. Even if you're not dealing with Claressa Shields, it's still your job. I gave her $8 million, right? So to say, $8 million contract. Why are you letting her brand take a hit like that? Why are you letting this woman be the butt of everybody's joke? And she's the reason why she's a butt of everybody's joke is because of you, my brother. It's because of you. But she takes the hit for your situation. She takes the hit because she's just obsessively in love. Thank you. Thank you. They not protecting her mess. Bad business. Bad business. And that was when I was thinking about that yesterday. I did the video and I'm like, yo, all the heat is going at Claressa. And she out there all the time. So it's easy to go at Claressa, right? It's easy. And with the $10 beads. Hey, to buy Chinese food tomorrow. Good looking now. God bless you. Love you, man. You make me laugh so much. Clarence looks like she was dancing. She was dancing at the Soul Train live with that. Staying alive. To the nigga morning, gonna be no flow that fortune gonna do. Been time to time. Yo, this man can't even protect this woman. This man can't even send her upstairs. Hey, yo, woman, go back upstairs and change, huh? No, you go upstairs now. You go upstairs and go and you change, all right? We're not coming out like that. We're not coming out like that. This guy don't care. This guy don't care. He's not protecting this woman. Looking like Barney on K2. Appreciate you. Look at this. Come on. Look at this. Come on. But you know what I'm forgetting also? You know, and this is what it is. Sometimes we so stuck. Sometimes, hold on, let me take this thing out of the way. Sometimes we so stuck on how boisterous and obnoxious that this woman is that we forget this guy's not no fashionista too. Hey, yo, I'm going to say right here, and I said this before. I said this before. I don't even know why we asking this guy to even tell her to dress right. You know why? See, I'm gonna give y'all a story. Y'all can believe me or not, but I'm gonna tell you like this: people in hip hop, you ask anybody that was there that night. You ask anybody that was there that night, they're gonna tell you the truth. You're gonna be like, yo, Punch, no shit, Punch no shit. Even if Papoose looking on right now, he gonna be like, yeah, he ain't lying. I mean, I don't like the way he talking about Claressa and all that, but he ain't lying about that. All right, peep this. I don't even know why we asking Papoose to check his girl how he dressed. I was invited long time ago. I was invited to Nas's Hip Hop Is Dead album release party. New York City, Bowery Street. Anybody that's looking on that knows about it, let me know if I'm lying. Nas Hip Hop Is Dead album release party, Bowery Street, right? It was an all-black party. Is only invites. There was one table full of Remy Ma, Cristal. It was just invite. Let me know if I'm lying. I'm gonna say it slow because if somebody gonna chop it up and it goes back to Papoose, you're gonna understand. It was everybody is invited. You gotta wear dress to impress, all black. Dress to impress, all black. Nas is gonna be the only one that's gonna wear the white. I think he had a white blazer, right, with the tux. I'm gonna tell you who was there. Jay-Z went there. Beyonce went there. DMX didn't show up. DMX's wife at the time was there. Big Daddy Kane. He was performing. KRS-One was there. AZ came late. Omarion. As a matter of fact, hey yo, I was in the dance floor and Omarion still owed me some shoes. Anybody that was there, I'm telling you, I don't swear because God, I don't do that, but everybody didn't know. Omarion was there. Who else was over there? It was a lot of people. It was like Grandmaster Melly Mel. Melly Mel was there. He was rapping. Who else was there? DJ Red Alert. A lot of old school head. It was everybody was dressed to impress. Everybody get the memo. It don't matter who you are, right? You gotta come black, suited and booted. Guess how Papoose came to the spot in which he got stopped outside. And because Nas said, just let him in. You know what I'm saying? Guess how he came dressed. And even I, years ago, bro, I was like, look at this dude, bro. At the time, people just getting to know Papoose like that. But he was ringing bells in the mixtape underground. He was in the radio, getting a massive respect and stuff like that. But you know when you look at somebody and be like, yo, my brother, can you switch it up? Like, yeah, we all from the hood, we all from the street, but there's certain people that know how to switch it up. They know how to switch up their lingo. I mean, you're not going to go and speak to everybody the same slang lingo from the block, right? Switch up. Dress. You know what this guy came with? He came with some baggy jeans. And with remember the leather coat with the NBA basketball, with every NBA logo? That jacket, remember back in the days? Let me see if I could show you. I'm going to show you right here. Hold on. Let me see if I can. He came in with something like hold on. All right. He came in with something like this. Yo, tell me I'm lying. Papoose, tell me I'm lying. He came in with something like this. Everybody suited and booted. Everybody was there looking like everybody's in the Grammys. And this dude came in like this. The bouncer, the security stopped, and they was not letting him in. That Nas had to say, "Aye, man." All right. AZ almost also, they almost stopped because AZ came. He was suited and booted, but he came with some beige, like light fur jackets. It looked nice, but he wanted everybody to be in black. This dude came in with some NBA jacket, Timberlands, and yo, no lie. And people was like, yo, look at this dude, bro. Like too ghetto to the point where you just can't switch up. Even since then, that was almost 20 years ago. And I'm like, no wonder. Why are we telling this dude to tell Remy Ma, Claressa Shields to dress up? This guy don't got no fashion either. That's when I was watching the Vlad TV interview, and he was like, yo, Vlad, you know me for a long time. You know, I always been fresh, always had. You was never known for fashion, bro. He was never known for fashion. And I'm from New York, bro. Come on. You was never known. You was never known for putting it together, bro. You was never known for that. You was never known for that, bro. Please don't say in New York. Yo, Neptune. Yo. Yes. He had a New York fitted with the NBA, yo, and I'm looking at, and yo, people looking at, like, bro, like, I think people look at it like maybe like it was disrespectful because everybody came suited and booted. Everybody, even Beyonce came the way that she was. Jay-Z, bro. And this is around. Right after, like a couple years after the beef and stuff like that. This guy came with an NBA leather jacket with the all logos looking like a damn fool, bro. Almost like, yo, grow up. Tell me I'm lying. Anybody that was there, yo, cut this piece out and put it, and anybody that I said that was there, people gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember that. Oh yeah, I remember that. Because that was, I don't even think you can find a video. Matter of fact, I was trying to look for the video. But I know that I remember around that time, it was closed. It was not no camera. The only camera that was there was for Nas's camera and stuff like that. But you know what I'm saying? Jay-Z was talking on the mic and saying how Nas has motivated him and inspired him and made him switch up. And if it wasn't for Nas, he wouldn't, yo. I remember when I went at the next day when I was in the block, I'm like, yo, you shit is, yo, I'm telling y'all, bro, Nas was giving it up for Jay-Z was giving it up to Nas. Yo, Melly Mel ripped it. Hey, yo, even Big Daddy Kane was doing a performance, did the split, all that stuff, bro. That's one of the best nights I had, bro. And Papoose looking like that. But yeah, I think they lost a good opportunity in over there to they didn't even talk about boxing. She was out there looking like this. I love you. You love me. We're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me? Bitch, when your man gonna get a divorce? Damn, yo. Oh my God, bro. But yo, there's some great news, but there's possible great fights. In the women's side and in the men's side. We got May 30th. We got Amanda Serrano going to be performing versus Han. Can't wait for it. I'm probably going to go out there to Paso, Texas and see arguably the greatest that ever laced them up. Amanda Serrano will perform out there. I haven't been out to Texas since the Jamel Charlo versus Brian Castano. I love Texas. I've never been to El Paso, so I think I'm gonna go to that event May 30th, almost a month from now. We got Alicia Baumgartner. Hopefully she gets back in the ring very, very soon. Maybe Tiara Brown can move up, but I think she want to become a unified champion. But I think it's going to be hard to become a undisputed with a Amanda Serrano fight, because Amanda Serrano, like, I would like to see Tiara Brown get the opportunity to fight Amanda Serrano. You know what I'm saying? I think she deserved it, but Amanda Serrano has fought the system, and that's the reason why she let go of that WBC belt. You know, I don't think that Amanda Serrano was going to give Tiara Brown the opportunity. I think if it wasn't for the WBC belt, she would give Tiara Brown an opportunity. Also, maybe Ellie Scottney can move up, and she's an undisputed. She can move up and fight a Tiara Brown. They both were MVP. I think that would be a good fight. Would they take a risk right now? I think that's a great quality fight for both of these women and stuff like that. We got Turner versus Sky Nicholson. That's gonna be a good fight. I think the Sky Nicholson probably gonna edge it, but I do like Turner. But you know, I don't know. Sky Nicholson says she's gonna knock out. I don't think she's gonna get a knockout, but I think Turner is this very, very tough chick. You know what I'm saying, out there from Australia. So that's gonna be a good fight. But yeah, man, there's some. Hopefully, man, we get some fights that's finalized out here in this side of the pond, man. I'm tired of hearing these guys not locking deals, man. They're just locking a fight, man. Ryan Garcia, I think it's time for people to announce that Ryan Garcia going to be fighting. Whether you're going to fight Conor Benn, just fight Conor Benn. Do it in the stadium. Let's get this thing rolling. You know what I'm saying? Tio's gonna. I think they're gonna make an announcement probably this week or next week. A lot of people's out there in the UK. Sean Porter's in the UK. Terence Crawford in the UK. Teofimo Lopez in the UK. So I think there's going to be some type of announcement, that's going to be made. Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, maybe they both could sign to Sufa. Look, if I put it this way, we know that Turkey Al Sheikh is not only dealing with Paramount. He got his foot in the door, especially with Netflix, right? So I could also see a Devin versus Shakur on Netflix. You know, I think that or maybe, you know, I don't know if Devin Haney could work that deal with Ryan Garcia. We could watch we could get the rematch. The good thing about Devin Haney is that he's always a free agent and always available to make the moves that's gonna have to deal with other promoters. Bill Haney have structured his career very, very good. And I'm not going to doubt that Bill Haney's going to make the right decision. He's been doing it throughout Devin Haney's career and put his son in the best decision to make the big deals happen. And I think that Bill Haney is smart enough. And when Bill Haney is kind of quiet, that's when you know that Bill Haney he's going to make a big deal. I got confidence that Bill Haney is going to come out with a big deal and is going to humble the boxing world once again, who tries to question what Devin Haney gonna do next. Every time they question Devin Haney does humble the boxing world, and Bill Haney has done a wonderful job. Him and Keith Connolly and one of the premiers, and Rick Margerian and one of the premiers and manager for the most part. I know Rick has the issue with Virgil Ortiz. Hopefully, they could clean that issue up, because it's only hurting Virgil Ortiz. But tomorrow we back at it. Hopefully there's some more news, some more epic news, some more fights. We're going to be breaking down the fights even more in depth. Hopefully, again, that Prego doesn't, Perlonga, whatever his name is, does not throw the monkey wrench for the potential Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. Shakur Stevenson said that it's fake news, that he's not in negotiations with Devin Haney. But we heard that before from people saying, oh, yeah, you don't got it right. But then, you know, we heard that from Canelo Alvarez, and then he locked in those deals before. We heard when fighters say that's their line, and then maybe because they want to be the first one to promote, to update the people, confirm the fight. Let me know what y'all think, man. This is Punch Drunk Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. If you haven't subscribed to me on YouTube, subscribe to my channel. Subscribe to me on Kick. Subscribe and follow me on Facebook. We also live on Facebook and Kick. Follow me on Instagram as well. Follow me on TikTok as well. I want to get monetized on TikTok to go live. You know what I'm saying? I want to be rocking in all platforms. I think I've been slacking. I've only been paying attention to YouTube, but I want to be putting a lot of work on other platforms. We never know when they're gonna shut which platforms down. So support me on each platforms. Also support the website punchdrumboxing.net. Y'all already know, man. And let me know what type of topic and subjects y'all want me to talk about. Love y'all. God bless, and on to the next.